Today has just been the most Saturday feeling Friday ever. Joey came home yesterday, so I was thinking it was Friday all day long. And today, I am not gonna lie, we have been lazy all day. I didn't even get around to making my bed. And that is how you absolutely know that the husband is home. And we haven't done diddly squat all day long. I don't know what it is about today, but for some reason, I have just been sidetracked by every single little thing. I was supposed to be making dinner, but I was cold because, again, the husband is home and he thinks it needs to be 68 degrees in here. So I went to grab a sweatshirt before I started cooking. Then I saw the laundry was done and needed to be switched over. Then I also saw my unmade bed and all the things piled on the bed. So then I didn't even put a sweatshirt on and just started resetting this room. If there's one thing I cannot stand, it is getting into bed at the end of the day and the blankets already being dang near kicked off the bed and having to straighten everything up before I go to sleep. I want the blankets to be freshly laid down so that I can spend a whole nother night of trying to kick them off the bed in my sleep. Now that we have reset this room, I'm headed back into the kitchen to hopefully finish making dinner this time. I'm quickly throwing spaghetti together. I had no idea what to make. I barely took out meat 45 minutes ago. Put it in hot water, made it defrost as much as it could, and I guess it will defrost the rest of the way in the pan. We are headed out of the door in a little bit to go to the fair, so this is my go-to dinner. On nights when we are in a rush, it's quick. I always keep all the ingredients on hand for it because if I'm being honest, more nights come by where I have no idea what to cook than nights where I know what I'm cooking. And I know they will eat it without me asking them 500 times to do so. You know, it's not a meal where I have to sit there and watch them and make sure that they're actually eating it and not feeding it to the dogs because we are going to the fair last minute. I have to pack our bag and get the kids their outfits. We are going somewhere in a crowd. I'm always dressing my kids in a bright color, something where I can spot them even when we're in a crowd. I can't remember where I learned that, but I read it somewhere, and ever since I did, I've been doing that. It's not like I take my eyes off my kids for more than 5 seconds, but 5 seconds can go by real fast in a catastrophe, so I do anything and everything that I can. Actually, talking about this, I think I'm gonna go order some air tags to go in their shoes. Call me crazy, but I'd rather be called crazy than to lose my children. However, now that dinner is made for the kids, the rest is being left on the stove because I'm not eating right now, but I have a feeling that I'm gonna be real hungry when we get back.